Because it is coming up so often, and then we'll get back to our discussion, Megan, here about AI and everything else. But tell us the latest about DOGE and sort of the developments there.
A lot of developments, David. For the Trump team, this long weekend was all about DOGE. And the biggest developing story you guys have already hit on this morning is the Social Security Administration. Late yesterday, the top official there, that's Acting Administrator Michelle King, stepped down from her position after refusing to allow employees affiliated with DOGE to access sensitive information. So think things like Social Security numbers, bank information, earnings records. King was replaced by a lower-ranking career employee, one who had been outwardly supportive of DOGE online, and then she chose to resign. And that's not the only standoff over sensitive personal data that's taking place this morning, because a DOGE employee is also expected to soon access a highly guarded data system at the IRS. That's one that houses sensitive taxpayer information, and it's alarming officials at that agency. And both of these moves, guys, an escalation of DOGE's attempts to access sensitive or classified information across the government. The White House says, though, that direct access to these systems and these files, that it is required in order to root out the types of waste, fraud, and abuse that they're looking for. And I should say there are attempts in place to use the courts to stop DOGE's access to these types of systems and to slow down the mass firings that we also saw over the weekend starting on Friday. But those attempts have hit a roadblock. A federal judge in D.C. on Monday saying she found DOGE's actions concerning and troubling, but that she needed to see more evidence of imminent harm before she granted a request for a temporary restraining order. So more to watch on that front, likely to see some developments in the next 24 hours or so there. And in the meantime, DOGE moves forward for now. Guys?
Megan, is there an expectation at some point that DOGE is going to start to give us more specific data in terms of where it's finding fraud and things that it's actually, able to identify?
Yeah, that's the question that all of us want the most, right? We want to know exactly what they're talking about when they say there are so many examples of fraud. They're talking in very broad generalities for now about things that seem a little unlikely, things like folks that are 150 years old getting mass payments from Social Security and that kind of thing, things that Social Security audits don't turn up. So there is a DOGE website now, and they're slowly adding more and more to it. You hear DOGE saying over and over, and Elon Musk saying over and over, we are going to be massively transparent. Everything that we're doing is out there. For now, when we ask for examples, we're not getting the types of specifics that we're looking for. It's possible that starts to come out as they get a little bit deeper into this, but for now, we're still waiting.
Well, first, Megan, just a terrific job on this kind of reporting. I know it's very difficult. Is it possible that they need to go this way as backdoor way? Because the actual entrenched people at these different departments are simply not going to help. They're used to stonewalling people. They've been there for years. They know that they can get away. They always know they can win. And these guys have somehow come up with a backdoor way to really examine and be able to have rigorous discussions about how much money these people are costing the taxpayer.
That's the argument that you definitely hear from the administration, that they have to sort of take on these entrenched government bureaucrats that don't know the fraud or abuse, or that they're there to protect it. The alternative argument, though, that you hear from folks who have devoted their lives to this is that they say that even if there could be some good, everyone in both parties tends to agree there is likely some waste, fraud, and abuse to be tackled. But the folks who are against DOGE or don't like the way they're approaching this say that there's a cost to the chaos, that even just going at it this way, even though Elon has said that they will fix any mistakes that they make, that there's a cost in the meantime of things moving too quickly, things breaking in the meantime, of mistrust in government being sown both in the U.S. and across the globe, and that could be more damaging in the long term, even if they do make progress in the meantime. Guys.
Now at ABC Hyundai, drive a new 24 Hyundai Santa Fe and get 0% APR for 36 months. Or choose $5,500 in total savings. And all new Hyundais come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. ABC Hyundai, always a better choice.